We also have this. Activists are bringing their Portland-style protests to Washington. They pushed into police. They tried to force their way into the Department of the Interior this weekend to occupy it. That was the attempt. You're seeing the footage right there on camera right now. It happened also throughout the weekend. Joining us now, Congressman Michael McCaul, House Foreign Affairs Ranking Member and House Homeland Security Chairman Emeritus. It's great to see you. The activists are doing that, and they're also leaking to the media ahead of time to get the cameras ready for a staged pre-planned walkout from a meeting with Homeland Security as well. Now activists are stepping up. What do you say to this?
Well, I think the Democrats are in disarray. They're divided. I've never seen them this divided before. The progressives and moderates can't seem to agree on anything, which is why Pelosi couldn't pass anything when we were last up there. She had a 2-month extension on the debt limit. And now, they say they're going to reinstitute a migrant protection protocol. I'll believe that when I see it. I think to the contrary, they're probably going to pretend like they are to comply with the court order and then give a memo as to why they're going to terminate it. But they are being, they're a very divided party right now, and that would be great for the country if this entire $3.5 trillion package, massive tax and spending in an inflationary economy it was, where we, and it's hurting, jobs and the economy, gas prices going up.
Yeah, but we don't want to see.
And he's shutting down my states,
Yeah, we hear you. We also don't want to.
Shutting down our energy.
We hear you. We don't want to see this activist behavior in Washington that we saw in Seattle and Portland. Antifa mob violence, 575 riots, $2 billion in destruction. At least 25 dead from those riots, more than 2,000 police officers injured. And to your point, The Hill magazine is also reporting growing pessimism among the Democrat Party. They will lose Congress next year. 10 Democrats, 10, are set to leave the House next year. Either they're retiring or running for other office. Democrats only have a net 3-vote margin of control. So, you see the activists stepping up here, right? So that's what's at stake. And Joe Manchin, he's pushing back hard. He's saying things like that child tax credit, you got to cap it at $60,000 in income for the households, and you have to have a back-to-work strategy on that. Your take on that?
Well, the reason why we have a employment issue, and is if you pay people not to work, they're not going to come work. And then they want the benefits they got from the government when they come back. And that's why you got these cargo ships off the coast of L.A. and on the East Coast can't even, the supply chain stuff, we can't even get it into the country. I think Joe Manchin's probably now the most powerful senator in the United States. He holds the key to all this, and he is certainly more rational. Antifa storming the Capitol concerns me, and you know what? If they, nobody was prosecuted last summer when Antifa destroyed everything and burnt down things and, all the violence. If they come to the Capitol and do the same thing, they deserve to be prosecuted.
Yeah, we hear you, right? I mean, it would be hypocrisy if they were not, right? I mean, they're trying to bully their way into federal buildings to occupy them. This is starting since late last week and through the weekend. We also have this, we have that kind of bullying, and people are saying the president and the Democrats still want the IRS to go snooping into people's bank accounts with as little as $600 in transactions. I got to tell you something. You don't become a millionaire or a billionaire with just $600 in transactions.
Well, Liz, you named probably the key. There's so many Biden blunders. I could talk for an hour about it. But you're talking about something that alone will get us the majority in the Congress back. When the American people realize that we're going to have an IRS spy agency snooping on any transaction you make over $600 and hire 85,000 IRS agents, this is politically it's going to blow back on them. You're right. It's a razor-thin majority. I think we are poised for a takeover of Congress.
It's astounding because they came in full force, the Democrats, in January and thought they had a mandate to overhaul the entire U.S. economy when they only basically won power with 13,500 votes. That's how Senator David Perdue lost by out of Georgia, the Republican there.
Well,
go ahead, final word.
Hardly a mandate. And you know what? We won every incumbent race in Congress and the House. That was not a mandate.
Got it. Congressman Mike McCaul, you're terrific. Great guest. Great to have you on. Come back soon.
Thanks, Liz.